The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
You are now listening to the Radio Show ATL.
All right, we're here with the Radio Show ATL. I am your host, Big Debo, because I'm taking over they shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just annexing this fucking show like I'm taking over every other fucking show in the fucking podcast world. I'm your host and the originator, Big Debo, nigga. I done took this shit, eminent domain, like Trump taught me. Sometimes the fellas gotta have some shit. You know what I'm saying? We got 16. We got Big Jim from On The Go. We got my nigga Dre up in this bitch. When's the last time y'all seen this nigga, bro? This nigga is blessing us with his presence. And then you know we got Easy over there doing light skin nigga shit. 16, what we got today? I know you got a lot of shit. And I got rants on rants on rants stacked up. So you just let me know where to go, and I'm gonna just start pew 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 pew. Hot takes everywhere, bitch.
Well, you're gonna find this interesting that when it comes to the show this week, it was so many things to talk about that we never actually finalized what we were talking about. Like we were like, hey, let's get on, we're gonna talk, and it's like, oh, okay, great. About what? I mean, it's a lot of places we could go to start. I mean, we had Trump and his tariffs. I mean, we could start there because folks are still struggling with this whole understanding tariffs thing really bad. Like, it's a lot. Well, I remember what we was going to talk about. We were talking about Nintendo announcing the Switch 2 is coming out. Mm-hmm. Pre-order was supposed to take place last week. The rumors of the tariffs came through, and they put the pre-orders on hold. $450 is the cost for the Switch 2. It's rumors going around that GTA 6 is going to cost $100+ for the standard edition due to potential issues with the tariffs. What is going on? I don't understand, but we the ones bearing the brunt of this. Where are we headed? What are we doing?
Can I just say something real quick? So, all right, I get that. I get the tariffs are bad. You know, I get it. It's a tax that's passed on to the consumers. But we just named two things that's not essential to life. A Switch 2 and fucking GTA. It's not essential to life.
I will push back on GTA, nigga. I've been waiting 10 years for GTA 6, motherfucker. What did you talk about? I don't know. Maybe the Switch 2 ain't essential, nigga. GTA 6 is a must-have, motherfucker. I don't know what you're talking about.
My oldest daughter was in elementary school. She is a sophomore in college now, and we do not have GTA 6.
My son wasn't fucking born, dog. I didn't have a fucking son. Neither did EZ. I don't think you had a son or any children at all, Jimmy. Nigga, we didn't have children when GTA 5 was out. And we've been waiting for GTA 6 the entire time. I think that's essential to life. That's the only one to push back on. GTA 6 is a must. It's a part of my life.
If you like me and Dre, you've beaten that game on 3 different eras of consoles.
Crazy fucking work.
It's facts. Easy ain't lying, man. I had it on my 360, I had it on my Xbox One, and I had it on my Xbox Series X. So it's facts. It's facts.
It's big facts, bro.
I'm gonna say this, like, looking at these tariffs and the impact on the tech industry and the video game industry, it's a sign of the times. Like, there's a rumor that GTA 6 is the most expensive entertainment entity ever made. They talking about it's literally gonna cost them $1 billion. So 800 million to make GTA 6, and then 200 million to market. So this is gonna set a precedent of, like, and you know those greedy motherfuckers companies, Sony, EA. We're gonna look up pretty soon, and the standard edition of Madden is gonna be 125. The deluxe edition of Madden is gonna be 175. The NCAA Madden bundle gonna be 200. That's where we going.
But that's the problem, though. Like, this is the problem with Nintendo. And here's the thing: Switch 2 at $450 isn't that bad of It's bad, but it's not bad. I'm not upset that a new console is $450 because that's kind of expected. They pricing it similar to what the PS5 and the Xbox is running, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm okay
Right.
with that because from what it's supposed to do, it's an improvement. It's basically going to be a mini PS4 Pro in your hand as far as graphics and power goes, and that's cool with me. I'm
Right.
cool with that. What I'm not cool with, and what is breaking down the door, what's a precedent setter, is them $80 games, dog. $80 games for a
Yeah.
standard for not
Yeah.
even standard, just for a fucking digital copy. $90 for a hard copy. Because as
Yeah.
soon as Nintendo
Yeah.
do it, and Nintendo fanboys gonna be like, well, I got to have my fucking Mario Kart. I gotta have my Smash, and I love playing those games too. But nigga, I don't have to have them.
Mhm.
But these niggas gonna buy them and they gonna sell them out, and that shit gonna
Right.
be one of the greatest selling fucking games of all time. And then next thing you know, here come
Right.
GTA with they old high heel wearing ass scrolling down the goddamn strip with them fucking little mini skirts on, ass cheeks poking out at the bottom, talking about, "Hey, big boy, it's 125," and I'm gonna jump in. I'm gonna jump in, bitch. And then I'm gonna get me a $50 shark card because I'm gonna be online this shit. I gotta do heists, nigga. What are we
Hey
talking
man,
about?
all right. This is my thing. When are we gonna say it? Nintendo for the longest has always been that chick in the friend group that thought she was the finest, and she not. Like
That's a great analogy.
Nintendo is cute when the baddie's not around. When the PS5 ain't got nothing coming out brand new, when the Xbox ain't got nothing coming out brand new, and everything on PC has been stale, the Nintendo looking real cute.
I agree. I think the
And for the
problem is,
longest, they have like kept the prices of their games at like fucking release prices for the longest. For
yeah,
what?
they do that on purpose to drive the price because they want to be the casual console for not just gamers, but like for the nigga who gonna pick it up every 2 months and play a couple of games. You know what I'm saying? For the
Who gonna
family,
be the Kevin
for the grandma.
Samuels to Nintendo?
Somebody got to do it. I don't know who, bro. Somebody got to though.
That's all I'm saying.
Somebody got to.
I'm
This shit
I'm
is
I'm gonna
bad.
say
Nigga
this.
ain't selling me Stardew Valley for $125. The fuck I look like?
Hey, hold on. Don't diss Stardew Valley. Hold on. Hold on.
Man, that shit on my
Hold on. Hold
iPhone, bro. I'm
on.
not paying $125
Hold
for
on.
no fucking Stardew Valley.
Hold on. I get it, but hey. Like, let's not go
You
there. But I'm
see,
gonna say
you
this.
you the one that be gassing up them. You know what?
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead and say
leave
it,
that
Jim.
alone. Leave it
Go ahead and
alone.
say it, Jim.
Hey,
You be gassing them up.
hey, so I'm gonna say this.
Dre be like, hey, how much you need? Let me get you out of here.
I can save you.
Damn.
I can save you.
I can take you away from this. I'm gonna say this though.
Baby, I
I
work
mean,
for the
I feel
government. I
like,
got a 401k and everything. I got you.
well, had a 401k, but that's a story for another day. I'm gonna
Yeah,
say
let's see how
this.
these
No,
tariffs
I feel
play
like
out.
the
they put
Switch.
you on a 403B. That
I
ain't
feel
got nothing to do with the tariffs.
I feel like this. I feel like the Switch 2 might be in trouble on arrival. Let me explain my logic. You got to look at it like this. Xbox is thinking about, or they actively looking at a handheld console.
With Aces,
You got
right?
to look at Sony. Sony putting out the Portal, and every update they make it better and better. You got Valve with the Steam Deck. The Steam Deck right now costs $399. It's gonna be cheaper, and you can play Switch games on your Steam Deck.
Allegedly.
What if Sony's
Steam
like,
Deck really is
okay,
that bitch that you need to be looking at because that bitch can play everybody games, nigga. I
Bro,
want a Steam Deck.
that's
I
the
just ain't.
sleeper
everybody
build.
games,
The
right?
Steam
That's
Deck,
the
the sleeper
bitch.
build, boy. That's the sleeper build.
Right. And I was just saying, like, and me, Jim, and Ezra talk about this all the time. The game is literally gonna be flipped on its head when Sony stops being anti-consumer and they put a fucking browser on that portal. That's it's
Mm-hmm.
like that's a game changer. Hey, you can
Um,
Because
access the
from what
internet on the
Xbox,
portal. You can browse. You can.
because from what Xbox is saying, to your point, they talk about making a handheld that's going to be like having replaceable parts and shit. It's going to be very PC like. So like if you're building you know how people build PCs, gaming PCs and shit, and they can just replace parts. If you're gonna be able to do that to like a handheld or a console, nigga, That's a
Right.
game changer
Why?
for real.
Why the fuck I'm gonna spend
They
$450
they
to
they talking
beat
about
somebody ass in Smash Bros?
they talking about just getting rid of consoles. Period.
Well, I mean,
I'm
they
not
own all
saying
the
Like
I
have
gaming
do.
everything in the
properties.
cloud.
I'm not saying I do, but I could play Smash Bros on my iPhone, you know,
Hey,
on my
hey.
iPad. I'm not saying I do. I'm just saying it's a possibility.
Right. Yeah. It's
Let me
like
ask y'all: Do
that's a
you
big
feel
ass
like
investment.
do you feel like part of it is that people are stuck on because inflation is what it is? So you feel like the last time the Switch, when did the original Switch came out? Which, by the way, is a great system. Still
I think
goes,
it was
still functions today.
2018,
Okay, so we're not in
Yeah, that
2018
sounds about
pricing
right. Yeah.
2017,
anymore.
2018, something like that.
And I agree with what you said, Debo. A system costing, $450. Xbox and PlayStation been going for $400 and $500 for years. That $80 game stuff, man. That's where the line was getting drawn. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't got accustomed to look. $60 will get you a game, whether it's digital or whether it's the actual copy. And if they bring out Mario Kart World at $80, if Mario Kart is gonna be at $80, just imagine what some of these other, like when the next Call of Duty come out, or when Gears of War drop again, and stuff like that.
Listen, we saw this about 10, 12 years ago when the gaming industry moved from giving you a $60 game and it's giving you everything in that game to them giving us DLC. And you getting a game that basically got all the information that you need on it, but they lock it behind these paywalls and you have to pay to unlock the shit. This is what this type of leap is, right? Because think about this. And to bring it back to your original point, this is just base price for these products, right?
Yeah.
Because they already got so many Switch tools and games already built and already over here in warehouses ready to go on launch day. Once they sell out of them hoes and them tariffs start hitting, you looking at 450 as the base, but now with the tariffs, you talking about 530, 550 for just the console. You talking about 120 for the games. Then you buy that shit, right? And now you got DLC on top of that shit because you got to have all the fucking characters in fucking
Hey,
Mario Kart. That's the problem right there.
also on top of that, one of the things with the new Switch that you got to think about is you're gonna literally pay for a fucking code that unlocks the game that you just bought from Target for you to download when you get back home. You don't even get the physical copy, you get a key
Get a key.
that
It's a key.
allows you to unlock it in the cloud. So what's gonna happen when they shut down the Nintendo Play Store?
Service. Bro, here's my problem. Here's another problem too to add to that shit, nigga. They talking about as far as like the game go, you own the physical copy, but like you said, it's just a part of the cloud. But what happens if your shit gets stolen? Are you gonna be able to re-download that shit if you had a physical copy? Are you gonna be able to transfer to like a
Well,
fucking
they're
virtual?
no. I
Like that's
mean,
some bullshit.
that's true because the key's gonna be locked onto your console, right?
That's gonna be some bullshit, bro.
Right.
Yeah, and
But
I
if
ain't
it's
gonna lie, bro. Look,
Yeah.
truly a cloud, you should be able to log on with another console and be able
anywhere.
to log
Yeah.
into your shit if it's legit.
Right.
Yeah.
But Debo, you brought up something. This kind of reminds me of when games used to be $40, $50
Thank you.
and it moved up to 60.
I
And we was
remember the
all,
Xbox 360, and when it was $50 and they moved up $10, we was like, wait a minute now.
yeah,
And
like
then
that was a
DLC
big
was
leap.
$20. I said, wait a minute now.
And now Dre's good with the timelines.
Yeah.
I don't remember the timeline. I feel like when
It's probably
PS4,
It's about 2014, 2015, somewhere around in there.
I thought it was when the PS5 came out. That's when they were
Yeah.
talking about raising the price. It might have been during PS4 era though.
I think it was going. I think it was going into the
But
360 era
like
because I definitely remember
PS4
paying
era. It was
$60
early
for Call of
PS4
Duty.
era. 360 was still around. So was a PS3.
yeah.
That's when they moved from $50 to $60.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you exactly the company that started that shit. Fucking Activision with Call of
Activision.
Duty. Call of Duty.
Activision has been fucking us for decades.
The Call of Duty World War II game. They made so much. They made like $10 billion in 1 year off the microtransactions, and they were like,
Time
"Man,
out.
look how much money we made."
I'm gonna let you land your plane. Then I'm gonna say something.
No, I was just gonna say, like, they made $10 billion off microtransactions. And to Debo's point, now these games that these big AAA, these quadruple A games that are coming out, you spend $80. We're gonna be spending $80 on these games, and then those paywalls are gonna be, hey man, if you want to do this super secret fucking level with your homeboys, you got to give us another $29.99. Oh man, you to access this level, you need to get this $29.99 bundle. By the time you look up, you've already invested the full price of the game behind locked content that's designed to keep you playing over and over and over and over again.
Dre,
Bro.
it's the reason that GTA 5 has had the longevity that it had, because the online, the microtransactions are, I mean, it's no reason why GTA should have been in the top 10 in sold games in 2024 last year, but the
Debo just said
microtransactions.
it. He just said when GTA 6 come out, he buying the game and he got to get a shark card.
Gotta get a shark card, bro. I got
Hell,
you.
we do it with
We're gonna be
2K.
running rampant in the fucking online. What you talking about?
Yeah.
Bro, we do it with 2K,
Boy.
bro. Soon as
Oh,
2K come
don't
out.
get me started on 2K
Nigga,
because
I need
2K has
200
been
VC off top.
2K has been egregious with the greed, bro. So I remember in 2K18, you can jump into 2K18 and you can level your man up from 0 to fucking 92 and only spend 100,000 VC. And that was if you bought extra VC. You could grind that shit. I remember a time in 2K that you didn't have to buy skill boosts. I remember when they introduced this shit, the jumping boost, the dunking boost, the fucking shooting boost. Now you can't go into the wreck without a fucking boost pack, nigga. Like all of that shit. Nigga, the shit that really is the shit that's really a worry problem is the fucking battle passes. Y'all remember when battle passes wasn't a thing? Now every game got a battle pass, bro.
Invented by
Here's the thing.
Activision.
But like
that
Fortnite,
shit is crazy.
I remember when Fortnite was the first ones to do that, and they were calling them the season passes. But I'm okay with paying $5 every 2 months because the game was free. Like these simulator games.
And that's the difference.
I was okay. Exactly. I was okay with paying $20 for a simulator game, and if I got to pay another 15 for the maps and another 10 for the vehicles, that's cool because I paid 20 for it originally, so it's gonna add up to the 60 I would pay for the game anyway.
This is
where we living at, like you said, like we living now. $60 is gonna get you half the game, unless you about to, like a lot of these folks that play like Ultimate Team. Or these folks that play like MLB
My
shows,
Team and all that shit.
Dynasty, they go and buy stubs so they can get their team OP like right out the gate.
Bro, I was just thinking, and this is the difference with a GTA versus these yearly games like a Call of Duty or a Madden or NCAA or whatever. Because GTA, even if you spend $100 on that game, right? Because I'm not gonna like it, but I'm going to do it. I know I'm going to do it. But I would rather spend $100 up front on GTA 6, knowing in my head that I can play GTA 6 online for 12 fucking years. Every update is free. Every update in GTA 6 on GTA 5 online is free. You can do everything you want to do online in that. You can buy as many VC or shark cards as you want because you're not paying for DLC. Meanwhile, Activision and Call of Duty make you spend for a battle pass in all of their games. Plus, you got to spend for the DLC and getting the fucking, the DLC content, which is like another $25. Plus, the game is fucking $70. So you done spent $150 in just 1 year. Meanwhile, GTA, you gonna do that shit over a course of 10 years? I'm okay with that model. That's why phone games are so popular now. Right, we done seen phone games just take massive leaps, and people are like not even playing console games as much because the phone games give you free content every month. They give you a new update, a new character, a new move, a new fucking game mode, just for logging in. And this is where we're at. Like microtransactions are here. I can't do it no more.
How your
this is why I didn't buy
turn into Kanye so
year.
quick?
I'm just saying. I couldn't do. That's why I didn't buy 2K this year. I said, nigga, I need a break. Y'all niggas has been tapping my pockets, bitch, and my ass. I can't do it no more, bro. I'm saying no. I'm saying no.
I land my plane on this one, bro.
Well, with that being said, when we get to this next topic, you will not have to buy any microtransactions to get what we're about to talk about next.
You are now listening to the Radio Show ATL.
Drake has ghostwriters. Like, that's really hard to defend. And he openly admit, yeah, I have ghostwriters, something like that. So, what are they doing right now? Are they having an Avengers level type meeting? Thinking about how to get back at Kendrick?
You're listening to the Radio Show ATL on YouTube and all other podcast
All right,
providers.
y'all. So we back on the show, and we can't have Dre and Jimmy and Debo on here without talking about some sports. We going rogue. We got to talk about something outside of hip hop and all this other crap that's going on. Tariffs, bologna sandwiches up 50%. We'll talk about that later. Okay. That's for the politicians to figure out, you know what I'm saying? So we got to talk about the NBA because look, I ain't saying old heads got a point, but I think they got a point with kind of how soft the NBA is getting. Because why are we firing these coaches that have good records? Some of them have a championship, and we firing them before the playoffs start? Now, if you don't know who we're talking about Taylor Jenkins, who has the most wins in Memphis Grizzlies history. Now, it ain't the most storied franchise, but they have been successful, have had some successful playoff runs. Mike Malone.
I'm sorry, Michael. He prefers Michael. He gets mad when somebody.
Well, he ain't got a job now. But anyways, Mike Malone, who took over the Denver Nuggets, right? And he brought them a championship. And all they did before that was just go to the playoffs with George Karl. No disrespect to George Karl. But my point is, what's going on with the state of the NBA that, like, now these franchises, these new owners are feeling entitled to fire these coaches? I'm going to let Jim go first. He got his hand up. But I want to make this point because I believe it was the owner of the Nuggets that came out and said, we're trying to reach this standard of winning or something like that. Motherfucker, you wasn't winning nothing before you got Mike Malone as your coach. So he is the standard. Right. What are you talking about? Just stop with all this, Mike Tomlin, this coach speak bullshit. Like, just say, hey, look, me and him wasn't getting along, or he fucked my wife or something like that, and just move on. Like, I don't want him in my building anymore. Something, dog. Like, this is crazy to me. Like,
easy breaking shit over here. Wait a minute, he was fucking his wife too.
No,
I mean, you gotta go at that point.
But like, Ime Udoka, right? Like, he got fired because he was literally fucking an exec's wife. He was doing a good job. Like, it made sense why he got fired.
He was doing a good job working or doing a good job fucking? Which one?
Clearly, he was doing okay with both. I mean, with all due respect. But what, at the end of the day, in corporate America, you doing some shit like that, you're gonna get fired. So I get it.
You're gonna have to come see me and Debo. And once you get to us, it's above everything. Once you
it's a wrap, brother. I'm gonna hit you with that Vince McMahon line. I wish you best of luck in your future endeavors.
Do we have a coordinate address to send you your separation notice? Thank you.
So, Jimmy, I know you want to go first. So I give you the floor. This is crazy to me. Like, it's one thing that all these players are moving to the big markets and they have all this leverage, which is great. It's cool, but we're going too far. What you think is going
on? I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I don't even think it's about the coaches. I think it's more about the owners. And we saw that with the Luka trade that came out of left field. I think we've gotten to the point now where the owners, and this actually happened before the Luka trade, now that I think about it. Because if you noted, when they did the CBA, I want to say maybe 2 years ago, maybe 2-3 years ago, the players lost a lot of the leverage they had.
Mm-hmm.
And this was like, I think this is the culmination of that CBA, where the owners are taking back control of the teams. Like, and it's just the truth. Like, I've told people this before, but the NBA about to be run like in Major League Baseball.
But don't in Major League Baseball, don't the players got right? Because don't the players have more leverage in MLB?
They do. well, they don't have a salary cap, so that's what I'm trying
Yeah,
to
they don't-
understand where Jimmy's
right.
going with it.
Well,
They got
what
the
I'm
strongest
saying
union in
is,
sports.
well, basically what I'm saying is, or maybe I should compare it to football. Maybe I'll compare it to football where there is a salary cap, because same thing with the NBA. Let's compare it to football. At the end of the day, NFL is a private organization. NBA is basically a public organization, right? You can't call them owners anymore. You got to call them governors. All of this like change and progressiveness to make the play and make the players feel better. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, bro. Adam Silver is on the player side, but I don't think the owners really fuck with Adam Silver like that. Like niggas was scared of Stern. Niggas is not scared of Adam Silver, bro.
Do you think? I mean, there've been a lot of ownership changes since Adam Silver's been the commissioner.
That's what I'm saying. That's
like
what I'm
off
saying.
the top of the dome, right? Like Boston just got sold. They're gonna have a new owner.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
New Orleans has changed
Well,
ownership.
bro, Adam Silver started his tenure removing Donald Sterling from the Clippers. That was like his stamp.
That was another ownership change.
Yeah. That was his shit. It's been like 6 ownership changes
Milwaukee
in
has
like his
changed
tenure.
ownership. Minnesota's just
Hawks,
changed the ownership.
The Hawks changed their ownership under it. Yeah.
And if you look at all of those new owners, they're all younger.
Memphis has a new owner. To kind of to Jim's point, I still don't know where you're going with it yet, but they have a new owner
Phoenix.
who's a young guy who founded Cash App or Robinhood, one of the two. So yeah,
that's what I'm saying. These young owners that are coming from backgrounds where they're in control of everything. Think of them like they're like an Elon of their market of what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Now they done bought a team, and let's call it what it is. Their employee is disgruntled, wants a raise, or they want to be traded. Are they bitching? Are they doing gun signs? Are they pulling up to the stadium and they got marijuana, smelling out of the car? Loud music, got girls running in and out of the locker room, whatever it might be. These new owners ain't with that shit. This is not the old guard. They don't like it, they'll change it. You know why? Because they don't need this team. They want it. They don't need this team.
So
everything they've done is done.
You were saying that these teams are like their antique cars.
Facts.
Like
and
they
I want that bitch
play
to look
money.
how I want it to look.
So kind of like Phoenix's owner, right? Like he is I forgot how he got his wealth, but like he just bought the team or whatever, and you get that vibe from him, right? So you're saying they just like they basically treating the teams like fucking money, like just
yeah. Think about it, bro. You to the point now where let's say you'd have made so much money over this term of years where you can't write off X amount of dollars anymore. You got to spend it on something or you got to pay the taxes on it. Well, fuck it. This team's up for sale. I'm going to go buy that bitch. And then I'm going to be able to write off all of these expenses for the next however many years I own this team. And I'm 42 years old. Some of them probably under 40. The majority owners not that are young. That's a win-win.
But even with that being said, and I understand that, I do have some counterpoints to some of your stuff you're saying, but I do understand everything you're saying. But even with that being said, wouldn't it behoove you, because you coming from a background where you don't have any sports knowledge, especially not about the sport that you're buying into, say basketball, right? Wouldn't it behoove you to keep people employed that know what they're doing? Like we're talking about people, or at least coaches, in the sense that these two coaches are in the middle of playoff pushes. Both of them, as of like I think today, are in the playoffs, or at least in the play-in with Memphis, right?
No, like they both
in the
they're both firmly in the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
Right. So like it's not like they're doing bad jobs. I get that Denver lost like 4 in a row, but like they're still in the fucking playoffs. What if your goal is to maximize the amount of money you're making, which ultimately the more tickets you can sell, the more merch you can sell would help you. And if you do that, that means in order to do that, you're gonna have to make deep playoff runs. Wouldn't it behoove you to at least keep them to the end of the season? I can understand like there was a toxic nature from what the reports say in Denver between the GM and the head coach. But you fired both of them niggas? Like, that's crazy to me. I get it. You could have fired them. There's 2 games as of today left in the NBA calendar. You couldn't wait till 2 weeks after they got put out the playoffs to say, I'm firing everybody? You had to do it today? today.
That's part of my point. When you used to being the smartest person in the room, the only
Don't
thing
give
that
a
can
fuck.
hurt your feelings is somebody test your pride.
But they're
Period.
not the smartest person in the basketball room. That's the problem.
You
They
can't
just
tell somebody
another
that
nigga.
own a
They a rich
team
nigga.
and run Robin Hood and they got billions of dollars what they can and can't do, bro.
I mean,
It's
you're
just the
right. You
truth.
can't tell them what they can and can't do. I get that.
Look at the
But
president.
also, you're
This
not going to win
motherfucker,
any championships doing that. There's not been any. There's a reason their president hasn't been set because there has been no teams that have fired their coaches with 2 games left going into the playoffs and win a championship. It just is
our train's
unheard
the
of.
best player in basically in the world to the most hated franchise in the world.
It's crazy. Crazy
Crazy.
fucking work.
Pride, bro. Pride.
I would
And
love.
a part
I
of your
would-
point,
I
Debo, they
would-
never even talked to
oh.
Jokic about firing the coach or firing the GM. Nigga just did it. They
Mm.
told him after the fact.
Yeah, I would love to see a stat on how many times a head coach has been fired a year or two after winning hardware. in
Don't
the
worry,
NBA.
because they did
Well,
it
don't
on
worry, don't worry.
ESPN, brother.
The Lakers got you covered. I think Vogel.
Yeah,
No,
Vogel for sure.
they had it on ESPN. Frank Vogel, Mike Nolan from Toronto, they fired him like 2 years after he won a championship. Budenholzer in Milwaukee got fired 2 years after he won his championship. Who else was it? Who else was it? Mike Malone. I think it's like 6 people.
Dre, I think
5 or
where
6
you
people.
were going with it was there's not a precedent for these 2 firings. There's been a precedent where you fire the coach in the middle of the year and then the team turns it around and makes the playoffs,
right,
and gets in,
Right.
and you have that situation. But this is 16. You the sports encyclopedia. This is unprecedented to me. I can't recall any situation similar to this, especially not 2 in back-to-back weeks.
Where coaches with winning records who are going into the playoffs who are fired within 2 weeks of the postseason that's never been done. Now they fired coaches with winning records in the middle of the season, and somebody like Tyronn Lue won a championship. They fired what's that name?
David Blatt
in Cleveland.
David Blatt.
Yeah, he had the best record in the Eastern Conference, and they shuffled him up out of there. But 2 weeks ago, I'm with Debo, man. Like, what's the difference between right now and what happens if you make a run to the championship? I mean, Denver could legitimately make a run,
and that's why both of these are so baffling. I think the if we had a word to describe this season so far, and obviously we haven't even started the playoffs yet, this is the best time. No, it's baffling because we've had 3 events happen, and we thought that Shams got hacked each time. The Luka trade, we all was on the game that night. Well, we all thought he got hacked. Taylor Jenkins, that comes across the screen. Y'all texted me talking about, hey, Taylor Jenkins got fired. And I was like, for what? Did he like fuck the exec's wife? Like Ime Udoka?
He got the rawest deal because he done had back-to-back years where 2 of his best players were injured. Then Ja got suspended hella games for doing dumb nigga shit that we done discussed before.
And the thing is to do it in a small market like Memphis. I remember I was living in Memphis when the grit and grind was over. Tony Allen was not good no more. I don't think he was ever good, but you could tell he was getting old. He wasn't that defensive guy. Mark Gasol was definitely on his last limbs. Mike Conley. You could tell that they was going down a different path, right? And they fired Fitzdale, and they brought him in, and that's a tough task, man. You in a small market, you're not attracting these big folks to come to play in Memphis. I love living in Memphis, but you talk to 9 out of 10 people, they like, I ain't going anywhere near Memphis. I'll go to Nashville. I ain't touching Memphis. So you dealing with that, and you still built a team. Now they ain't a contender, but they in the playoff picture. They, like I said, 16 talks about this all the time. You got to look in the mirror and understand where you at, right? Like that's why I get on these people that's like Florida State fans. And they felt so entitled about making that playoff. Like you ain't Alabama. You ain't LSU. You're not even Clemson. Like sit the fuck down. Like y'all not that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all
This ain't 1999, and your coach ain't Bobby Bowden.
Really
like
TCU.
You know what I'm saying? Like so Like with Denver, it's the same thing. Now, obviously, Denver's a bigger market, and you're used to a certain level of winning and success because you had George Karl there for so long. But like, this man won you a championship, and it's not like the
It ain't even been 2 full fucking years this nigga won the title, bro.
The team is still together for the most part. They
and let's keep it a bean.
The same team.
Let's keep it a bean. The reason they're struggling right now is because the GM didn't want to re-sign the people that helped him win a championship. All those fucking role players. KCP let walk. He let so many motherfuckers walk from that championship squad that the coach wanted to keep, whether it was the ownership group not wanting to pay nobody, or he just wanted to use his own players. That's just kind of the shit. Because let's keep it a bean. This GM that just got fired didn't put that team together. The old GM put that team together. He the one who fucking drafted what's his name?
Porter Jr.
Michael Porter Jr. He drafted what's the little
Christian
nigga from
Brown.
Canada, the point guard. All the niggas.
Jamal
He drafted all the
Murray.
niggas.
Yeah.
He drafted all the niggas. And you came into an already ready-made team, made a couple of tweaks, and y'all won a shit. Cool. But nigga, you don't think that your players that you picked is great, nigga, because they ain't translated yet. And that's why y'all struggling right now. The roster is ass in Denver.
Let's just call it what it is.
They were still winning.
This is all Russell Westbrook fault. Shit.
That's what I saw somebody say on Twitter. Wherever Russell Westbrook go, the coach gonna get fired, nigga.
Yeah, man, he got a graveyard worth of coaches that's got the axe because of his ass, boy.
Niggas talking about Trae Young, a coach killer. Y'all better watch out for Russ. Russ is the one.
You are now listening to the Radio Show ATL.
So Eds want to hear some of that. Come here, boy. Hey, boy, come here. That's what you want, some of that, Easy? Get out of here.
You're listening to the Radio Show ATL on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
It's that time of the show where we ensue chaos or we have quorum. A lot of the times it's more chaos than quorum. But unlike Cory Booker, I'm not going to be up here for 25 hours to tell you why I made the right choice on who's got to go. But what we will do is discuss one got to go. And the topic this week, since we've been talking about NBA, we got to talk about NBA point guards and we got to talk about who's got to go. Now, with all due respect to Mr. Luka Doncic, I left him off this list because we know he's not going anywhere. So we're going to make this a little more challenging. I got 5 names here and we're going to talk through it. So with that being said, here are the choices. We got Tyrese Maxey, Trae Young, Tyrese Halliburton, Jalen Brunson, and LaMelo Ball.
Oh, this is easy.
You ain't shit.
Right.
You ain't
This
shit.
is so
You an ain't shit ass nigga for this. And I just want my feelings to be said before niggas start saying they shit. You an ain't shit nigga for this, and I know this shit. But it's all right. Go ahead.
All right. So we'll get started. And why is Tyrese Halliburton the one that's got to go?
Oh, my nigga.
You
Yes,
know
sir.
what? We decorum, sir, because that motherfucker gotta go. That's what it is. He gotta go.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gotta go. That nigga gotta go. Niggas tried to tell me last year he's so this and that, and I told these niggas he wasn't. But hey,
I mean,
that nigga a light-skinned TJ Warren, bro. He can get the fuck up out of here.
He just a name you know. He been around long enough for a name that you know that.
I mean, he put up the numbers. I mean, the point, double-digit assists. I was not expecting quorum on this. I'm not gonna lie to you. I felt like LaMelo Ball was gonna get punched up in the corner because of his health.
No,
I felt like Tyrese Maxey was gonna get put in the corner because a lot of people would be like, "Oh, well, all he does is score points," but he nice. So, damn. Okay. Well, here we go. I guess I jinxed myself. I said sometimes we get quorum. Sounds like we got a unanimous quorum.
I'm shocked nobody said Trae Young because I know the
Never.
everybody the
No,
league
no, no.
hates Trae
This
Young.
this group is very well.
Well, he a Knicks fan.
Well,
He
you a
Knicks
Knicks fan, of course. He owns y'all
Fuck
niggas. I
Trae
get that
Young.
shit. Of course you hate Trae
Hey,
Young.
fuck Trae Young. Fuck Trae
And this
Young.
is
All
y'all.
right.
I wanted to be known. That's y'all fault because he
elaborate.
didn't have no hate for y'all. Y'all did that to yourself. But you know, whatever.
Facts.
You are now listening to the Radio Show ATL.
From you and you talk about Ukraine, he gonna tell you, man, I don't give a fuck about Ukraine. I need to pay these bills, dog. That's what I'm.
Do you not know the number of people who don't know how tariffs work is scary? Yeah, bring back the tariffs. Do you not know that money, that cost gets passed on to you, dumbass?
You're listening to the Radio Show ATL on YouTube and all other podcasts.
All right, y'all. So we come to the part of the show that we might have to rename the random segment to the ATL Diva random segment because this is what she does. She grabs the show and most people just go along with it because they see, oh, this is a beautiful woman. We'll just go along with what she wants, which is what she wants you to do. And then she just takes the show wherever she wants to take it. But that's what random is, a chance for you to get something off your chest. You know, whether it's something bothering you out there, maybe you're feeling happy about something, you got a new job, you get to take the show and make it your own right within that moment. So what we're going to do is with random, we're going to start off with Big Debo. All right. Big
No. I know Debo's going to blow it up. So let me just get mine out the way.
Okay. Easy said he won't take the reins because apparently Debo finna nigger it up like none other.
He warned us. And look, I've known Debo a long time. When he say something, he mean it. So I'm gonna get out the way. I just gotta. Hey, look, I appreciate all of you guys out there trying to grind, trying to make the next big thing. But not all of y'all can be making seasonings. I can't keep up respectfully. I'm out.
That's fair.
Everybody got a Creole seasoning. Everybody got a Trinity blend. Everybody, I can't keep up respectfully. Is it on the shelf at Walmart? Is it on the shelf at Kroger? If it ain't up there, I'm not about to order your shit online. Respectfully, I can't try all y'all seasonings. This ain't Costco. If it ain't
that also go for sauces too, because the pink sauce was ass.
Debo, well, let's ask Debo since he the curator of the list. What are you doing? Are you allowing this, or did they make the list?
Oh no, this is definitely list worthy. And you know what? You just made the list because fuck out of here, seasons. Everybody got the same season. It's season all salt, nigga. It's Lowry's, and they put it in their own bottle, and then they throw a little brown sugar on there, and they think that's some special shit. It ain't special at all.
If it ain't at Walmart next to Slap Your Mama and Tony's, I'm out. I'm sorry. Unless you sending me samples, I ain't got time.
Send a couple packets my way. You know what I'm saying? Let me see.
I don't have time in life to go on your website and order it and have to pay for shipping and hope and pray that this big ass canister of seasoning tastes good. Okay, I just can't. I found Slap Your Mama, Tony Sastry's. I can go to Walmart out here in Georgia and grab it with no problem. I'm sorry, I can't try it. Respectfully, I'm good.
Well said.
That goes for you too, Tabitha Brown, because somebody gave me some of your seasoning, some pineapple mango jerk shit, and that shit is ass cheeks. It's still in my cabinet. I'm not eating it. It ain't good.
Probably rock solid.
And her shit was on the shelf, nigga. She got her picture on that shit. It's McCormick and shit. Fuck it. It's trash. It's trash. But then again, I don't trust a vegan to make no fucking seasonings anyway. So,
bro,
I mean, I'm sure it goes great on a carrot hot dog.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
Or a vegan burger.
I'm sure it's great on some fucking non-meat ass fried chicken, some cauliflower.
Yeah, it goes great on those fried oyster mushrooms that taste like fried chicken.
It's not, nigga. It's some fucking fried mushrooms you eat. I like fried mushrooms too, bitch. But come on,
I put it on some jackfruit, bro.
I love the shows where we just offended everybody, feminists, vegans, everybody.
To be fair, vegans need to be offended because, like, what do you fuck? Okay, never mind.
No.
No.
The originator of why the list was probably created, and I don't want to speak for you, Debo, was the person that had them carrots on the grill looking like some damn hot dogs.
Yes, sir. It absolutely was. That motherfucker, he made carrots, and then the next week he made bacon out of carrots. Like, that's not it. What are we doing? What are you talking about?
Debo, you know what you just did, man? And Easy, that's a wonderful random. I'm gonna jump in here because I had a random and maybe I'll stick to it, but I'm about to do something that Debo said I should do more of because he just reminded me of it. And I don't think I told this story on here. It's time for story time with old 16 here. About to tell a story because he mentioned about vegan and it reminded me of something that was pissing me off, and I figured I would share it with the audience. All right. So a few years ago, we had a family member come to visit us, a cousin that came to visit who is a vegan out here, came to visit us in Atlanta. And she wanted to try Slutty Vegan. So we went to Slutty Vegan. And it was a time of year where it was still cold outside and the line was long. So we were waiting out there, in the cold for this Slutty Vegan or whatever. And I'm already kind of irritated because I'm like, I don't really want no vegan burger, but I'm here trying to be a team player. So we just gonna do it. So we in the line, we looking at the menu and all this stuff, and they had a particular burger on there called a one night stand. So we in the line, and there's these people behind us, some black folks or whatever, and they're kind of weird or whatever. They're trying to have conversation or whatever. So
it is Atlanta.
It is Atlanta. So one of the guys that was with the girl behind him was like,
I ain't adding respectfully to that. I'm sorry.
He was. I'm about to get real disrespectful here in a minute, though. Easy. So in the line, one of the guys, my wife is trying to figure out what kind of she wants. And he was like, well, what about that? It'd be cool, about a one night stand or whatever. He kept mentioning one night stand. So I said, brother, you keep saying one night stand. And I'm telling you right now, you might want to be talking about the sandwich. Matter of fact, I'm telling you, you're talking about the sandwich. That's what you're doing. Because I'm already pissed off. I don't want to be out here. I don't want to eat this meatless stuff. So I'm telling you that you keep saying one night stand to my wife, but you're definitely talking about the sandwich. That's what you're doing. And it got real tense. I'm staring, we staring. I'm like, you said one night stand one too many times to the wife, and you're about to catch a fade out here. Because I'm already frustrated. I want some KFC. I don't want to eat this meatless shit. I'm mad. And then when I paid that bill for the money that we spent on, I was even more mad. So I'm out here in the cold. Some nigga trying to disrespect me while I'm standing right here. No, it didn't have to pay for parking.
Jimmy. When I tell you that is one of I'm sorry, 16. I gotta interrupt. You want to talk about one of the worst parking situations in Atlanta
ever.
Slutty Vegan.
I was already pissed off, and then I was gonna throw him through a window, bro, and go get me some Popeyes. Because I was like, this dude really trying to play in my face while I'm standing right here, man. I would choke slam you right here, bro. That's one thing.
And he is vegan, so he ain't got no hands. No vegans got no hands. They ain't got enough nutrients.
And
so they niggas can't fight.
And again, Debo, I'm already frustrated because I'm trying to be a team player going to this vegan restaurant that I don't want to be at because I want to sink my teeth into a real burger. So it's cold, the line is long, it's moving slow, and you trying me. And he was about to catch all that frustration. He's about to catch every single bit of it. So I told him, I'm telling you know what? I don't know if you talk about it, but I'm telling you that's what you're talking about. For the sake of your life, that's what you're talking about. I'm just saying. All right. So you brought that back to me. So that's my story on Slutty Vegan. The other part of my random that I'm gonna get out of the way is that a lot of people online, I see this all the time, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but some of the people in our age group, and some people a little older than us, they do the same thing where it's like, oh, it's my birthday, I'm turning such and such, and I still look good. Oh yeah, here's a picture of me with such and such, and I still look good. Let me give you a piece of advice on doing that. Let us tell you that. Don't you do it. Let us tell you that you still look good. Because sometimes you don't. And you say that, and it makes it worse. So I'd like for you to stop. Let us tell you that you still look good.
You being nice. It ain't sometimes. It's like 85%.
All the time. It's all the time.
Strong 85%.
Disrespectfully, I'd like for y'all to stop it. And I still look good, but do you? I mean, look, Father Time don't do no jobs. We all getting older, but this process has been sped up on some of the people.
I mean, you're wearing that tight dress, but I see your gut, like.
And I just gotta say this one more time. That dude that was kept saying that one night stand thing, bro. The way that I would have stomped your ass out had my wife just not got, put her arm around it and was like, don't even worry about that. She saved you, bro, because the ass whooping that you would have got for the way I did not want to eat Slutty Vegan, I just have to let you know it would have been serious. That's all I got to say.
How was the burger though, bro? Was it decent?
No. After we left, I went to McDonald's right after.
Wait, you chose a vegan burger for another vegan burger, nigga? What? What, nigga?
Since when is a quarter pounder vegan? Anyway, I mean, listen.
Oh,
all
you
respect
think
to
you got a
people who
box
like-
burger? You got a burger that
Oh,
came in a box?
yeah.
My bad, brother. My bad.
I needed me a double quarter pounder after that episode, bro. I had to go the easy route. So that's all I got for that one. I just caution anybody who want to stay in the line with me as Slutty Vegan. If you say something sideways to my wife, you might catch a left hook. There we go.
Respectfully, gotta respect it. Gotta respect it. Jimmy, Dre, do y'all want to go? Because, like Easy said, I'm gonna kind of set fire to this motherfucker in a minute.
Yeah.
Since when do you not set fire?
I'll go right now. And I'll go, and I'm gonna always keep mine. Try to keep mine sports related. I'm so sick and tired, and it's only been 2 years of this. I'm so sick and tired of these NFL potential draft picks not going to the combine. I was trying to, I dabble in fantasy football, and I'm trying to look up, metrics, and they legit have question marks behind some of the top guys because they don't figure their pro day as real stats. So I'm like, how the fuck am I gonna determine this guy's 40 time? This guy's this guy's that. Stop not going to the combine. If you get an invite from the NFL, the organization that you're gonna be playing for professionally, participate in that. That's it. That's all I got.
I'm with Dre on that.
No, respect. Because some of these niggas not even doing pro days, which is crazy. Like they school or have a pro day, they not even doing a pro day. They tell me, I'm gonna do my own private pro day. No, dummy, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jimmy, it sounds like Debo's taking the house down. So
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get mine out the way. Man, I think my random is look, you only live one life. So if you hate what you do and you like something else, just fucking do it. Just do it. That's it. Don't even think twice. Nobody's gonna care. Floyd Mayweather can't read, but the nigga made over $500 million.
He definitely can't read.
All because he decided to do what the fuck he wanted to do.
He definitely can't read, bro.
So if you don't remember nothing out of here, I need you to remember two things. Old cats on the prowl and do whatever the fuck you want to do.
I gotta get it.
Respect. I mean, I'm just being honest. I needed that message. That's a good message, bro. I appreciate it. That and also Floyd Mayweather is illiterate. We know this for a fact. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. All right, so if you're new around here, not to shit on everybody else, because I love every random. If you're new around here, I have something called the Book of Nigger. And the Book of Nigger is designed to tell you niggers what you've been doing and how you've been fucking up. And inside the Book of Nigger, I have a little chapter called the Psychopath List. And it's basically asking the question of why are you people psychopaths? Where did you go wrong in life? For instance, people that watch people eat on the internet. You know what I'm talking about? Those people that they eat all the crunchy foods and they smacking and they eating a bunch of food, eating as much food as they want. They're called mukbangers. How long have you been a psychopath? How long have you been a psychopath to not only want to watch somebody to do that, but send them money to do that? It's kind of crazy. Like you can go and eat the food yourself, but you're watching people eat food and smack and snort and stuff food in their mouth and drink a bunch of drink and hear it in the microphone because of what? Like, what are you? what is wrong with you? You're a psychopath. That's what this is. Because the need to listen and watch somebody, first off, is greedy. First off, it's fat as fuck. Okay, it's some fat ass shit to watch, and I'm fat. I don't want to watch nigga eat now. I will watch a food review if I'm thinking about going to someplace and I want to hear how the food is. I will listen to that, right? I'm not finna watch them eat the whole burger, bitch. I'm not finna watch, and then it's not even just like a regular burger. These niggas are eating like copious amounts of food. Like niggas is going to Wendy's, getting a triple, adding 2 more pieces of meat, and now I don't even know what a 5 thing is, a quintuple. It's too much. They're doing too much. It's nasty and it's gross, and you're psychopaths for watching them because what you're doing is enabling. You're giving them the views and you're paying them the money, and they think, oh, more people want to see this. We don't. I want you to get a real fucking job. That's what I want you to do. I want you to go and work at the Wendy's or whatever. I don't want to see you eat on the internet. I'm sick of that, and I'm sick of you niggers and you psychopaths. That's one. Okay. Second part is, and I'm gonna save one for last because I think that's gonna be funny. But the second part is, I'm sick of how white people treat black people. Yeah, I'm going political today. So I saw a video, and I will give you guys the link so you can watch it. But I saw this video on Twitter of a random white man in like a deserty area, and he had a bowl set up with water and ice to give fresh water to animals. And he set up a camera to see how many animals came out. And it was like a little pack of hyenas, and they came and drank the water, and they was eating ice. And it was a very touching video. And I thought to myself, why do white people love animals more than black people? Why do you treat animals so kindly out the kindness of your heart than black folks? Okay? You don't give a shit about black people. Okay, you don't care if we live or die. You don't care if the police are handling us and giving us misjustice or killing us for no reason. You don't care if politicians are taking away our rights. You don't care if the whole world recognizes the accomplishments of black people, but you care about this fucking dog, right? Because you could be watching TV tonight, and you'll hear that fucking stupid ass bitch with that song, "In the Arms of an Angel," and you're gonna see some fucking dogs and cats in need, and y'all niggas gonna pull out your checkbooks and you're gonna give them money. But it had been a black boy in that video in Africa, they said, "Man, we need a whale for water, nigga. Can you give some money?" Y'all ain't giving them no money. You're not donating to the United Negro College Fund. You don't want to see us succeed. You want to
still got black boys in Flint, Michigan that need water.
The whole city need fucking water. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, you don't care about the plight of black people. And I don't understand, how is it that an animal life that you don't even fucking, wild animals too in some cases, these motherfuckers are wild, okay? Wild animals get more care and respect in white America than black people. I just want y'all to think about that shit. Let that shit marinate. That shit is crazy to me, okay? And to end it on a lighter note, because I don't want to end on heavy shit, okay? And I just want to say this. This is her segment, and I love her. She's so gorgeous, and she's so smart. And she's a go-getter, and she's super talented. ATL Diva. Girl, what the fuck are you doing? What you talking about chicken? I heard the last episode y'all was talking about chicken. What is she doing? Why is she out here and able to make these crazy takes about chicken? Chicken has done nothing but feed the black community for fucking centuries. And it's specifically chicken wings. What are you talking about? We love chicken wings.
Quarters. Except them leg quarters. We got to keep them in the slave and Jim
Listen, I get it. Leg quarters is, listen, I'm with y'all on the leg quarters, okay? Because I told y'all about the time I seen niggas selling plates of leg quarters.
Y'all was against it at first, but walk with me.
I was, but you know what? Chop them bitches down, make them pieces. I get it. Put them over there. But wings, we canceling hot wings. We canceling fried wings. You don't like chicken wings? What is wrong with you, Diva? Baby, you better than this. You from Atlanta. We the wing capital. Come on, baby. You come on, Diva. So yeah, for that, you made the list of nigger. You're in the book, and I'm sorry, you gotta be in there because this is egregious. You're black. We should not be allowed to discredit chicken wings on the internet. This is not a thing for us. This is not in our space. Okay,
this has got to be egregious. Debo don't never call out Diva for nothing. He'd be too busy making faces at her and stuff. This is real.
She had me heated listening to that last episode. I said, what the fuck are we doing here? And y'all two niggas, y'all just as bad. But y'all niggas already in the book of nigger, right? You've already made the list. So this is why you allowed the shit to happen. None of you two light-skinned, jigaboo ass niggers corrected her.
I'm supposed to control Diva? You've met her?
Yes.
I'm supposed to control
yes, nigga. Are you the leader? Are you Whipsick team? You the leader of this motherfucking show. You the Red Power Ranger. Get this shit together, bitch. What are we doing? What are we doing? And you, Black Ranger over there in the corner, easy, nigga. You should have said something. You should have hip hopped your ass over there. This dance moves like my niggas at and did some shit.
If I recall, I'm pretty sure I told her she was wilding. Pretty sure I said
you told her she was wilding, but you didn't go far enough because y'all niggas Diva got to be stopped with the chicken wing comments. Y'all should edit that out the show. We are letting the white people see we are disagreeing about chicken. Do you not understand that that's a problem?
They're gonna say black people can't agree on nothing.
I mean, niggas. Come on, it ain't just one brand of chicken. She don't like no chicken wings. Who? What? Come on now.
It's a lot of stuff that Diva don't. If we start, they call me a picky eater. It's so many things that Diva don't eat. You have a better chance of talk about the things that she don't eat over the things that she do. Serious. She knows.
I hear you. But she's still in the book, still on the list. She made the list. She's in the book of nigger. Her name is right underneath you too. And you know what? The whole TRS crew is probably gonna be on there at some point. Cujo finna get on there. Let me find something about Cujo. You going in the list of niggas too. All you niggas going in there because that's the problem.
You can put Cujo on the list because Cujo does not like the Dark Knight trilogy. He feels it's lesser than.
Oh. Hold up. Pause.
Oh.
Pause real quick. Okay, and I'm back. And Cujo is in the book of nigger too, because that's fucking crazy. What the fuck is wrong with this show? The host of this show is wild. I feel like y'all niggas are fucking, you know what? TRS is in the book of nigger. The whole fucking show. I don't care anymore because the takes, y'all allow me to say crazy shit every week. You niggas, this whole show is in the book of nigger. It's crazy. I get it. Last but not least, and I promised Easy that I would own up to this, okay? And I put you all in the book of nigger. I just put Debo in the book of nigger. And Debo, don't get, you know I love you, baby. You know come on, bro. You know. I am putting myself in the book of nigger. Why is Debo putting himself in his own book? I did something that I have said on this show for 3-4 years that is kind of crazy to me. And first, let me explain. Debo ate salmon again, guys. I know. Crazy, right? Niggas have overeaten salmon for years at this point. But let me just tell you how original I did this, okay? My baby mama said she wanted BLTs for dinner. And I had taken salmon out that we needed to cook. And I said, you know what? Let's make a salmon BLT. Boys.
You up the ante on the nigger?
Boys, I took that salmon, I put the Cajun seasoning, some salt and pepper on that shit, let that shit marinate for about 6 hours, okay? I took that bacon, I cooked that bacon crispy, okay? I got the best Pepperidge Farm bread I can get, you hear me? And I buttered that bitch and toasted that shit like it was a grilled cheese. Nigga, it was delicious. I took the lettuce, I took the tomato. My baby mama, shout out to her, she made a dill pickle lemon mayo sauce that we put on that bitch. And I grilled that salmon on both sides, nigga. Both sides. Big, fat, thick pieces of salmon. And I constructed the sandwiches, nigga. And I looked at them shits and I said, yo, put 4 pieces of bacon on each sandwich with the salmon, with the lettuce, with the tomato, with the sauce. Guys, goosebumps.
Did you have the bacon and the salmon touching?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, as they say, listen, as they say, meat to meat, baby. I had to do it. I had to do it.
People leaned into the nigger. But he said, I give you credit, Debo.
Did you see the pictures? This in the chat. I promise you, it's so fucking good. And I had goosebumps, and I said, you know what? Maybe the first nigga who made salmon Alfredo thought this is what they had. Now everybody copying it, but I get it. But I'm getting goosebumps now. Did you see that shit? Oh my fucking god! I'm like the Rock.
Now, Debo, I know we're about to wrap up the random segment so we could end the show, but if I might, I would like to commission one little part of the book of nigger that I like to put you in myself, even though it's your list.
Oh,
how long you been? You've been one of our most frequent guests. You've been on with us since the before days, back when we was just audio, back on sorry ass Blog Talk Radio.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Radio Show ATL can't get no shout out at the end of My Black Friend. You can't tell Danny that other shows exist other than My Black Friend universe. You could throw that in there at some point when you wrapping up. Damn.
To be fair, you're absolutely fucking correct. And that's an oversight on my half. And I will absolutely throw in some shout outs. Now, granted, I don't typically do the closeout for the show anymore. Terrio does. But I did do this last one. And I was in the middle of watching Collision. I ain't gonna lie to you. And that's just what happened.
It's all good, but I'm just saying.
But I got you, brother. I promise you I got you, brother.
Every Tuesday. I'm just saying.
I promise you. Listen, next show, y'all niggas finna get shout outs. Just to understand, y'all finna get shout outs.
I give you credit because I feel like NBF opened up the international audience for us because that's what y'all
niggas,
did, you know?
Listen, as soon as I say the name, y'all niggas go shoot up the charts in Malta, nigga. That's what happens. Malta is down for the NBF. I don't know why. I don't know what we did, but them motherfuckers love us.
I just had to fuck with you about that, though. You know it's all good, bro. You know how
Fair
it is,
enough.
all right?
Me. So I'm double in the book of nigga. God damn. Hey, I get it though. I get it. And I'm gonna close the book this week.
It's got credibility because you allow yourself to be put in there. So that was the random segment.
Jimmy asking if the meat was touching is crazy, dog.
It's crazy. That was the random segment where we do random shit. Back after this.
You are now listening to the Radio Show ATL.
I bet you fans think Rhino's gonna give me the gore. I'll beat his ass so sore it's like he did a prison tour.
You're listening to the Radio Show ATL on YouTube and all other podcast providers.
All right, y'all, we have come to the end of another wild-ass episode of the Radio Show ATL. So grateful for our friends for Bring a Friend Night. So we was able to pull our man Jimmy out of whatever type of retirement he got going on. Jimmy, man, it's so good to have you on here. We able to get Dre up on here too, man. Just like I said, grateful to have y'all on here, man. So glad y'all was able to make the time, man, for real.
Yes, sir. It was good to be back.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then, of course, we got the homie Big.
We're so fucking bad.
Big Debo, My Black Friend podcast out there, like I said, doing wild shit, you know, making things happen on the feed for them. And, you know, like I said, Debo has been one of the original guests from back when we started this show in 2015, and he's still hanging around to this day. So appreciate you, Debo. The information for On The Go podcast as well as My Black Friend will be in the podcast description. So please show our friends some love and download them, all right? So make sure and check that out, all right? Now, as far as the Radio Show ATL goes, if you want to be a guest on the Radio Show ATL, just send us an email to radioshowinbox@gmail.com, or you can send us a text 678-800-1677. We look forward to hearing from you. Now, I got to give another shout out. Myself, Debo, and Chris, we dropped the episode of Loser Leaves Town. Y'all got to check that out, man. We are breaking down each WrestleMania 41 match and how we feel about the build or the hype to them. Debo it was a night of hot takes when we recorded that episode.
Okay, thank you. Because if you sort of throw me under the bus and not throw yourself on that, we could have a problem, nigga.
We all had hot takes, but if you want to be entertained and learn something, make sure and check that out. All right. Also, another episode that's out right now. Myself and Jay Ebony from the Black Girl Infinite Allure podcast. We did an interview with a filmmaker and an actor for a movie that was out in theaters. It's out on Tubi and Amazon right now called Searching for the Elephant. Make sure y'all check that out. And another episode that's out there with our homegirls, Asia and Brittany from the Small Talk podcast, where we were talking about Will Smith dropping based on a true story. Go check that out. And all our friends.
Hey, ladies. Hey.
Look at T.
I'm just saying, 13 minutes of fire. Don't forget about it.
Did Will Smith make Sarasota? Did I get any of the cities right?
No, all of it's international, bro. It's not even toured in the US at all, but we could talk about that another day.
That's crazy.
Like I said, he got the song Miami, but he old now, so it's got to be a retirement place. Sarasota.
Neptune.
West Palm Beach, like you said. That's probably the best place, man. Naples.
All right. So I will say, this is, like I said, crazy episode, but it's always great to be hanging out with the fellas for sure. And just stick around for more underground music. We're just gonna keep supplying you. So please just remember. Wait a minute. Before I even get there, please remember that every like and subscribe gets us another like and subscribe. So like and subscribe. All right.
There we go.
So please just remember and never forget, you're not just listening to a radio show or some radio show. You're listening to the Radio Show ATL. Thank y'all for listening and watching, and we'll catch y'all next time. I had a subject that I wanted to get into that was NBA related. Like, if we can keep it to like 10 or 15 minutes, we could go that route. The Anthony Edwards situation, I'm sure folks might want to weigh in on whatever that might be.
I think we all aligned.
I think we all aligned.
Oh,
good looking young fella.
Right, so fellas, I was thinking since we was talking about the NBA, that we could get into the whole thing with like Anthony Edwards or whatever. We could talk about that. I mean, we could get into it, but
hey, shout out to him. Anytime you could pay off a house without paying the interest, you do that, and that's what he did. My man said, "How much do I need up front for 18 years, no interest, and she can't bring me back to court? Bet 1 million, blah blah blah." Yeah, thanks. Debo said this before.
Hey, Jimmy, Hey, my red pill.
Red pill intensifies.
Debo said this before on a rant. So I need to let Debo just say it real quick. The man told you he didn't want the baby.
He didn't want the fucking baby, shawty. He told you this shit. He text your ass, ho. This is what whores get. Whores get this type of shit, okay? This is what it is, you fucking whore. This is what you are. I'm sorry. You was the money-grabbing whore. Let's keep it. I'm being honest, okay?
Here on the screen, here's a picture of the baby mama just because. There she is right there.
I mean, she's fine. I'm not gonna say she ain't fine, but she an old bitch, and she had already had a baby from little baby, nigga. So you already know the game. And this nigga was 23, she 38, nigga. You knew what you was doing when you was getting pregnant, bitch. You was giving them that good pussy. I get it. And young niggas can't turn down good pussy. I get it. But that nigga told you I ain't want the baby. Go get his 500. Go get it done. And you told him no. So you know what, bitch? You played yourself. You get your money. But you're gonna blow through that in 2 years. We already know. And you can't take them back to court. You whore. You try to take them to you try to have a baby in California, and the judge told you, no, bitch, take your ass back to Atlanta, you regular ass bitch. I love it. Rumble, bad man, rumble. I'm happy for this nigga. You know what? It's like I did it. You see what I'm saying? Like I fucked the bitch, and then she didn't she couldn't get no child support. Because this is what this is. This is comeuppance. Every man should be grabbing their nuts right now. I'm grabbing my nuts in case you don't know. For the audio listeners, I'm grabbing them and I'm saying, you know what? Good on you, bro. Good on you. I'm happy. I'm happy for you, friend.
We're gonna get so much trouble with the not only the female.
I'm about to say, if we want to preface it, is Anthony Edwards a deadbeat dad? Of course he is. Should he have just pulled out or wore a rubber?
Absolutely.
But should she have had the baby? But should she have had the baby after he said that he didn't want it? Yeah, it's her body, so absolutely she still should have, if it's up to her. But he told her he didn't. But that's man, he don't realize how much fun the kids are gonna make of her. Like, oh, your dad paid to get away from you. Like, they don't be thinking about stuff like that.
But blame your mama for that, because your mama had you. Like you just said, it's her choice. Your mama chose to have you knowing that this was gonna happen. Your mama put you in this position.
And if you listening, go get a vasectomy, bro, because you already 3 deep. Well,
yeah, it's
now,
time.
because you 2 now. You're not claiming the 3rd one, but
go ahead and fucking slip them nuts up, bro.
Before you get on future levels, like go ahead and handle your business, bro.
This overtime segment is being brought to you by Trojan. Wear them or this happened.
These young players better start doing some research, bro, because for the first time in U.S. history, women over 40 having more babies than women that's 20 and younger. So
crazy work.
Just letting you know that old cat is on the prowl, nigga.
And they securing the bag by any means, nigga. They fucking
smart.
20-year-olds.
Ain't nothing worse than a smart cat. It's over with, boy.
Hey, no, keep procreating. Keep procreating, because the only thing I pull out of
Japan.
is my
we ain't got
driveway.
no.
This nigga don't pull out at all. That nigga like,
I ain't gonna lie. America does have a birth rate problem, bro. We down like 40%.
Oh no, we are Japan.
We declined 40%, bro, since 1993. So we got a birth rate problem, but you know,
not with Future running around the streets. Future got like 35 babies. What you talking about?
The way these housing prices look, the way these, we talked about it, but
that's why this is a topic for another day. But that's why people getting dual citizenships and moving to other countries. We can get into that another day, though.
All right. Oh shit.
Wait, you still laughing at me, bro?
Yeah, that's what you said. He said, "Old cat is on the prowl."
It's on the prowl, nigga.
That's the name of the episode. With no context. I wrote that down right now.
On the prowl. Yes.
That's just saying.
Yes.
So you see this in your feed in a couple of days, just know that's the name of the episode. Old cat is
on the prowl? No.
Oh God. I got tears in my eyes, man. I'm about to fuck around and have a heart attack. He said it like it was a PSA. I just want y'all to let y'all know. Old cat is on the prowl.
Stalking these niggas.
Old cat is on the prowl.
Old cat is on the prowl.
You know, like if you think about like Drea And
Mhm.
Jalen, like, yeah, Jim, you cooking, bro.
What's my
That's
girl who had the baby with
Miss
the nigga in Charlotte, PJ Washington? What's Brittany something? What's her
Brittany
last
Renner.
name? Brittany Renner.
Brittany Reiner.
Brittany Renner. Brittany
Yeah.
Renner. Yeah.